Let us continue this video for history of classification. History of classification. Phylogenetic classification or classics or cladogram. All the things, all the classifications are only focus on this ancestral characters and derived characters. Ancestral characters and derived characters. Some of one or more derived characters. At the time of this, it will be appears in the evolution. Appears in this that evolution. So as a result, what will happen? New species are formed. New species are formed. That is that derived characters. Derived characters. So derived characters only produce that new subspecies. New subspecies. So next in the cladogram mostly possesses that derived characters, not in this particular characters. Mostly it is that derived characters or comes from that in the only the cladogram, not in the ancestral characters. So he will be arranged in this that ancestral characters and derived characters different from that this arranged in this that organisms similar or different in the derived characters it differ from this ancestral characters, so it will be different from this ancestral characters. We called out cladogram. We will call out cladogram. You see that this picture. So first one is a vertebrate, bone is skeleton form. Next one is a four limbs, amniotic egg. Okay, so next one is a hair. So that is the primates, rodents and rabbits, bats, crocodiles, amphibians, fishes, shark. So that is the examples of cladogram. So this system means the Aristotle system is only focused on this ancestral characters and derived characters. Derived characters, one or more derived characters which appear during the evolution resulted in the formation of new subspecies. New species are formed. So at the time the cladogram, so each evolutionary step it will be followed in this derived characters. Only possesses that derived characters, not in the scene in this most of the characters. That means particular point is not here. So next one is arranging of this that in the similar characters, basis of the similar or derived characters, different from this that ancestral characters, that is called this cladogram. So next, depending on this system, only based on this, depending on this the system of classification, organisms are classified into this first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So likewise for that, so do you know that Orgich Whittaker classification, there's a biobotany you will study. 5 classifications are there: Monera, Prostia, fungi, plant and animalia. So only based on this cell structure, mode of nutrition, mode of reproduction, phylogenetic relationship will be given in this the biobotany book. So next we will studied in this that 3 domains. 3 domains in long way it will be followed. So and that's we will next the scientist is research is going on this that molecular level. Research is going on this molecular level. We will discuss. Okay, so first one we discussed in this that molecular level of. Next the classification. First we studied in this history of classification. The history of classification at the end of the classification. So we studied in that this molecular level, DNA and RNA level. Okay, DNA and RNA identification. This advancements of this molecular techniques, biological assays, biochemical assays lead to new classification is formed. That is called this 3 domain classification. 3 domain classification only based on this DNA and RNA identification. DNA and RNA identification on account of this molecular structure, or account of this molecular level or molecular structure. So 3 domains of life. 3 domains of life first proposed by this Carl Woese. It classified these organisms in the base. What is the basis of this class by the organisms? Cysteous RNA genes. Cysteous difference in the cysteous RNA genes. So domain is higher than taxon is as a taxon domain higher than the kingdom. Domain means higher than the kingdom. When compared to this kingdom, it will be higher. Okay, this system is separation of this prokaryotes into two domains. Separation of this prokaryotes, bacteria and archaea. All the eukaryotes are domain eukarya. So it will be classified into three domains first proposed by this Carl Booth. These three domains only based on RNA and DNA on account of this molecular levels. So three domains are this archaea, bacteria, eukarya. Archaea, bacteria and eukarya. So this system separation of this prokaryotes. So first one it is separation of the prokaryotes into two domains, bacteria and archaea. So bacteria and archaea, it comes from this prokaryotes. It comes from this prokaryotes. Do you know that two systems are here, prokaryotes and eukaryotes? But three domains means the prokaryotes, it comes under this two. It can be divided into two, archaea and bacteria, and all the eukaryotes are eukaryotes. Okay, domain eukarya. Archaea appears for that more common with eukarya than in bacteria. Archaea is most common than this eukarya than bacteria. So archaea differs from bacteria. The cell wall composition, only cell wall composition, it will be separated. It will be separated based on the cell wall composition. Bacteria and eukaryotes in the composition of RNA types. Ribosomal RNA types, it will be separated. It will be separated or RNA types. So placed on this domain eukarya, archaea appears more common with the eukarya than bacteria. So archaea differ from bacteria in cell wall composition. Cell wall composition means RNA types, ribosomal types. Okay, first we discussed about this domain archaea. Already we discussed about this prokaryotes. It can be divided into archaea and bacteria. So archaea, it is a single celled cell. It is a prokaryotic cell. So a prokaryotic cell is this ability to grow the extreme conditions like volcanoes, hot springs, polar ice caps. So that is called extremophilous. Extremophilous means that grow organisms, volcano events, hot springs and polar ice caps. That is called this. The scientific term, it is called extremophilous. So it is capable of the synthesis food without sunlight. It will be without sunlight. So an action by utilizing hydrogen sulfide and other chemicals from volcanic events. It will be obtaining the food from this volcanic vents. Okay, next one it is methogens. Methogens means some of them are produced methane, that is called this methogens. Few are lives in salty environments. That is called this halophilous. Halo means salty. Okay, salty environments. So thermophilous means thermoacidophils. Thermo means heat. So which thrive the acidic environments at high temperature. Thermo means heat. Acido means acid. Okay, so thermo means high heat. That organisms or grow or lives in this that high temperature and acidic environments. So domain archaea, what will write? So domain archaea, it is a single celled prokaryotics which is ability to grow in this extreme conditions. That's why it is called this extremophilous, halophilous and methogens. Extremophilous means produced methogens. Extremophilous means it will be grow in this volcano events, hot springs and polar ice caps. It obtain the food. It obtain this energy or food from this volcanic vents. It obtain this energy. Okay, without sunlight. It does not use that sunlight. Does not use that sunlight. Halophilus means it lives in this that salty conditions. Thermophilus, acidophilus means thermo means high temperature. Acido means acidic environment. So it is which thrive in acidic environments at high temperatures. Thermos aquatics is a bacterium which can tolerate the high temperature. The first DNA polymerase enzyme was isolated from D. aquatics. D. aquatics means Thermos aquatics. It is used in PCR, polymerase chain reactions, for amplification of DNA. So next one, it is the domain bacteria. So already we discussed about this archaea and bacteria. It is comes under this prokaryotes. So it is a prokaryotic cells. So that's why it is not having no defined nucleus and DNA. It is a circular chromosomes. Do not have this histones and proteins. Prokaryotes, all the characters are here in this bacteria. They do not possess the membrane bound organelles for except chromosomes. Ribosomes. So the cell wall contains peptoglycans, many decomposers. Some are photosynthesized few cause disease. So there are this beneficial probiotic bacteria and harmful pathogenic bacteria. Probiotic bacteria and composite bacteria is know that probiotic bacteria very beneficial one, lactic acid bacteria. Pathogenic bacteria, some of these cause the disease. Okay, cyanobacteria and photosynthetic blue-green algae which produce that oxygen. It will be produce cyanobacteria. Photosynthetic blue-green bacteria is here. It will this produce that oxygen. So this changes the atmospheric oxygen. At the time of this anaerobic to aerobic conditions. At the time of the earliest geological period, it will be very useful for that. So domain bacteria, it is a prokaryotic cell. It is a prokaryotic cells means they don't define nucleus and this is not a membrane bound organelles except ribosomes. Okay, so the cell wall it is made up of the peptidoglycans. Many decomposers are here. So it having for that the beneficial bacteria and harmful bacteria is here. Beneficial bacteria we called out the probacteria. The best example lactobacillus bacteria. And harmful bacteria means it produces the it causes the disease. It causes the disease and cyanobacteria, blue-green bacteria is here. So what is the function of the cyanobacteria and blue-green bacteria at the time of this ancient period, that like geological time, earlier geological periods, it will produce that oxygen. So anaerobic to aerobic, anaerobic to anaerobic. Next, define eukaryotes. Okay, define eukaryotes means you know that. So the animals coming for this two nucleus, membrane bound organelles. It is just opposite for them in the prokaryotes. Domain eukaryotes. So it is having for two nucleus and membrane bound organelles are here. So the DNA nucleus are arranged in linear chromosomes. The histone proteins are here. When compared to this prokaryotes, histone proteins are absent. Ribosomes are 80s ribosomes are here. Cytosol 70s ribosome. Chloroplast in the mitochondria. So organisms are domain or classified under kingdoms, namely Prostia, fungi, Plantae and Animae. Eukaryotes it comes under this, divided into this. What are they? Prostia, fungi, Plantae, Animae. Prostia, fungi, Plantae and Animae. Next one is the Oliver Smith.